Hi guys, it's Gia Ferrari, and welcome to BOUview, Season 2, Episode 3 of the Boulet Brothers Dragula, search for the next drag Supermonster. And as you can see, I'm by myself today because Kendra Onixxx is dead.
Bitch! What's wrong with you? I told you I was getting my pickle. Shit. I'm Kendra Onixxx. This is the BOUview.
Welcome to another BOUview, and girl, spoiler alert, Kendra Onixxx goes home tonight.
I'm dead!
She's dead. And so today's episode, let's just go right into it.
Let's get right into her.
This episode,
It was our Rock God challenge. So we had two looks to do. We had to do a glam rock goddess for the runway. And then we were broken up into two teams to do a rock and roll performance.
so let's just jump right into these floor show looks, starting with Miss
Bitch Puddin'.
What did you think of Bitch Pudding's floor show look?
I mean, she had the big hair. It was very bitch. It was very like glamorous / trashy / I don't give a fuck. It was very bitch pudding. And then when she's pointing and all that shit, like she was like literally yelling at the top of her lungs at the judges, like just like obscenities, and they were cracking up so much. Obviously, they edited that out for the sound, but that's what you guys don't know.
I really liked Bitch's look a lot. It was definitely very glammed up, but I think it was very. She looked like a rocker. She looked like a modern day
Rock ho.
pop rock star almost. And she looked really cool. I really love the big hair, which, by the way, I'm wearing
She had on like
Kendra's hair.
I think about 5 wigs. I want to say
There's 2.
that's actually a few packs of hair,
Oh.
but she had on about 5 wigs.
Yeah, and it's. I really like Bitch's look a lot. It was amazing. To me, it was amazing. I like the fringe. I like the gold. She looked really good.
And it was all see-through. You know I love a girl in mesh.
I like seeing that body. Oh, that body. So the next up now we have Disasterina, who I loved her look. I think finally she's showing that kooky side that the Boulets have been wanting from her. And her look was cool. I really like the horns. I like the hair on her legs, the hair on her pussy. She
She
looked,
forgot to shave.
girl, she looked like a rock star. She looked really cool. I really enjoyed her look a lot.
And she also did a play on purse first. She walked out with her bag and it said pills. So she was like pills first.
Oh, that's cute.
So she took her pills, drank her liquor, broke her bottle on her head.
That was really cool. She went, whoop.
Very punk rock.
Girl, I would have done that. I would have passed out. Like,
She actually had like special breakaway bottles. So like obviously they broke away really. They were so fragile. Like one of the PRs, he moved it and it broke. So they had to like re-put another one.
yeah.
Like they were fragile as F.
As that. Here, let me take a big chug of this. Do you mind? Because I feel too sober for this shit.
Go.
Alright, so next up we have Dolly, who, bitch, her look, I was gagged by her look. Like, I really liked her like metallic wings that she had.
It was really cool. I mean, obviously this is Dolly's gig. She's been performing since she was 18, which we found out in this episode. So this was her, 100%.
Yeah, and I really liked her like spiked mohawk. Just her entire look, to me, honestly, was my favorite of the night. She looked like a rock star.
I would agree.
She looked badass. It was.
She definitely
so
looked
good.
like a rock, ethereal goddess.
Yes.
Maybe more god.
Ooh, was that a read?
No.
No, it was. She looked fantastic to me.
She did. She looked very good.
Yes.
And then she walked to the runway, like all cool, like Dolly. And then she let out the wings, and then she let out this crazy fucking shriek. Like some shit I've never heard before in my life. So that was really cool. Like to hear, obviously they edited that part out too, but to hear, it was really cool. I was like, damn, it didn't sound human. Girl. Like it was really cool. Dolly was probably the best on the runway to me.
Yes, tonight definitely I agree with you. Hands down, the best look of the floor show.
I would agree. And then we have Erica Clash, which is my anime fantasy.
And I thought her look was really cool. It was giving me very like baby metal vibes.
It did.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah, which is like a Japanese
It's a Japanese girl metal band, pretty much.
Yeah,
and they kind of fuse like the Lolita with the dark. So they'll have like the Lolita baby doll dress, but it'll be black.
Yeah. So just her look, I thought it was really cool, but it was just kind of like middle of the pack for me. But
same.
It was very Erica Clash, which I enjoyed, but.
But what I loved about Erica's whole outfit was her makeup. Like, they really didn't showcase it a lot on the runway, but it was like she split her face in half, and then both sides were like different colors. They were contoured, highlighted, and all that. It was really actually beautiful to see in person.
Yeah, well, she's good with makeup, so that's really cool. Good for you, Erica. Good look. All right, so then we have Bora, whose look, when I saw it, I was like, okay, that's cool. But she does the still thing again in the actual performance, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But overall, like her first floor show look with the still, it was cool.
It was very cool.
I didn't see Rock God out of it.
It was
like
cool.
Yeah, it was just cool.
It was cool
on its own. Kind of reminded me of like a circus tent.
Okay.
But it was. I mean, it was
like
it was
a
cool
Tim Burton circus tent.
Yeah, it just wasn't. To me, it just wasn't the challenge. But if it was on its own at a club,
she would get all my coins.
All like I just got paid. Here's my check.
I'd probably give her my
deposit
card.
directly to you, girl.
I'd probably give her my seed.
Ooh. All right, so what do you think of Victoria Elizabeth Black's look?
I mean, her look was cool, dated, but cool. I feel like as opposed to everybody else on the runway, it was definitely bottom two.
I wasn't the biggest fan of her look. It reminded me of like...
I liked her hair.
Okay.
I did like her hair.
It was very pedestrian to me. It was almost like a Walmart catalog, like, rock section that they decided to do. And she was like the model for like, I'm a rock star. It just, I don't know. I get what she said about her trying to like tone it back a bit. Let me show you, what else I can do kind of thing. But I still think she could have done a little bit more with that.
Yeah, I agree. It was a blazer with no shirt on,
some pants, and a top hat.
But her dreadlocks were really, really pretty. They were really, really pretty.
Yeah, I mean she's beat. It just was not the greatest.
No, just playing. Next we have Jane's Majesty. And what did you think about her look?
I liked it. Again, it didn't wow me. I just liked it. I did like that she was doing the chainsaw thing on the disco ball, but I felt like it wasn't like cutting. I felt like she was there like, like, oh my god, like why isn't it cutting?
It was
like,
definitely a real chainsaw.
What do I do? And like it just wasn't going through, and she was like, it just kind of like it started off cool, and then it was just like, oh my god, like what's happening with this? Like it's not cutting her disco ball, and then she was like, oh shit, like fuck it, let me just toss it to the side. But her look overall tonight was good. It was like a B-.
I liked her look. Her look was cool. Not even cool. Her look was cool.
Cool.
But her runway as a whole was really cool. Like, she fucking put a cigarette out on her tongue. Like, who does that? She put a cigarette on her tongue.
Girl,
her dick was hanging out. And she cut a fucking disco ball, which I love a disco ball. So, fuck you, James, for cutting a disco ball. But I love a disco ball. And she cut a fucking disco ball.
But I just felt like the cutting of the disco ball was a cool little gimmick, I guess if you want to call it. But I felt like it wasn't executed all the way, because it was just like, she was just there, like, what do I do? It's not cutting the way I want it to, almost kind of thing.
Okay.
Like when you have a gimmick on stage and it doesn't work out the way you want it to, you're like, shit, what do I do? And you just like freeze. It was cute. I mean,
but she didn't freeze. She improvised and kicked the shit out of the ball.
Mama, that's how you do it.
On tonight.
You keep the show going. All right, so I wanted to leave you for last, just because you went home tonight.
I did.
So,
unfortunately,
explain your look to me and to the world.
So, I just felt like some of the girls were doing cool looks that weren't exactly the rules in all 3 episodes, pretty much.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I was going through a lot of shit that week. Stuff you'll find out later. But I had somebody else design my outfit, and I wore it. I liked it. I loved the way it looked on me. It was more of a goddess, a glam goddess, than a rock god for me. I threw the rock out and just went with the glam goddess.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say. Is it didn't read rock to me at all. At all.
At all.
The look.
It was a dress. It was a gown.
I like the headpiece, and I know this designer, and I love her to death. But I just it kind of was like drooping back for me. Like it was just.
That was my fault because I didn't. It was really, really tight. So when I did the floor show, I had it like sitting correctly, so it was sitting straight up. But after that, I had to push it back. It was really fucking tight on my head. So that's why I was like this.
Well, overall, just in general,
she was sad.
I'm sorry, designer of this costume. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, even on its own. I mean, on its own, I think it would have been great, but it still kind of was just a little like, okay, like it was a little
a good go-to. Not even that. Okay.
It was a look. It was a choice. But
choices.
It was definitely it did not hit the challenge. And don't hate me, Bouga, the designer. She makes my stuff too, and please keep making me stuff because I need stuff. But I mean, overall, just your look.
It was well made.
It was. I mean, I'm sure it is.
Even Swan said it was beautiful.
Yeah, she's a great
designer.
designer.
She said she would have worn it. But did it meet the challenge?
No,
hell no.
At all. But I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is at this point. I'm dead.
In the arms. Oh, I shouldn't keep singing because then copyright is going to hit us. So then, after your floor show, you guys were split up into 2 groups.
Yes, it was myself, James, Victoria, and Abora.
And then it was Erica, Bitch, Disasterina, and
Dolly.
And you guys had to perform the same song.
Which I liked because it showed us which team can mesh together and our professionalism in working together.
Okay.
Even though that was the same thing, just said differently.
Well, I liked. I kind of wish they would have chosen 2 different songs, but I do get it that performing the same song. Yeah, performing the same song. Who's gonna perform it better? What I think they should have maybe worked on is editing a bit. I feel watching both performances a whole 3.5 minutes through kind of just dragged on a little bit. I wish they would have just edited like the best parts. First, let's talk about your group, which was called The Fake.
The Fake.
And it talk to us. How do you feel?
I mean, in all actuality, we went out there and did exactly what we practiced. The other team outperformed us, so we were in the bottom. That's point blank period, cut and dry. That's what happened. What do you think?
Well, let me put my chip down that I had just picked up to eat. I think
I looked adorable as fuck.
Group, it was lackluster. I felt like it was, like the judges said, it was 4 individual people performing on their own. Like, I didn't really feel like you guys were connecting at all.
I agree.
I really liked how you guys came out from under Abora's big tent. But then I felt like Abora was like way up here, so she couldn't really interact with you guys. James couldn't leave her drum set. So basically it was just who's the lead singer? Victoria. And you that kind of had a little more liberty to move around, and I still felt like you guys didn't really interact much as I would have liked for you to.
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I feel like
There was definitely a disconnect between the 4 people in the band. As you can see in the talking heads, apparently I wasn't coming to practices, which we only had 2. So I missed 1 out of 2. And apparently I was 6 hours late and they still had nothing done. So, I mean, shit happens. That's honestly all I can say right now. Shit happens.
Well, just, putting all that aside, everything, drama, whatever. It definitely showed a disconnect. It showed that, it was a cute performance.
It was cute.
I liked your look. I'm wearing your hair that you wore that challenge.
Mm-hmm. Monique gave it to me.
Also, I have a piece of Monique on me. Now I want you, Monique, on me next.
Smell it. It smells like garbage.
No, but I liked your looks. All your looks looked cool.
Yes.
I think probably my favorite of your group was maybe James? Okay, it was you. It was Kendra Onixxx. My favorite. I really like that split where they hit you over the head and you land into a split. Ooh, she angry now. Yikaroonies, here, eat your pickle. But overall, I would give the performance maybe a C+.
Not even a B-? Damn.
A C+, but I'm gonna grade on a curve. The second group, what are they called? PMS.
They killed it. Point blank period. That's all it is. They killed it.
They did a great job.
Bitch definitely led that team to success.
Yeah, I really liked how it felt to me. They felt definitely more connected, more in sync. Like they had more synergy. I just want to use a bunch of words. But I really liked it a lot.
They felt like a group.
Yeah, and Bitch as the lead singer, she knew all her words. It was
every
great.
breath.
Yeah, and then
every single breath of that damn song.
I really like. There was a part where there's like somebody in the background screaming something, and then they each pass each other the mic to say it. That part to me was really good. It just felt all connected to me, and they were the very clear winners of this challenge. Like they absolutely slayed it. They all looked good.
They did good.
I just felt like they went all out. I feel like you guys could have definitely.
We could have pushed harder.
A lot harder, but.
But I mean.
Again,
it is what it is.
So then, obviously the winning group was PMS, and I loved all their just their looks there. They reminded me a lot of Kiss, like a female Kiss,
they look like very, very, very similar to Kiss.
Un beso, and so they were the clear winners.
The winner of the challenge was
Bitch Puddin', which I felt was very well deserved, especially as a team leader. I felt
very well deserved.
She brought them all together. It was great. It was great, and
she led her team to victory.
And the fake, you guys were the losing group. 2 thumbs down. You guys, missed the mark. And
they missed the mark.
And James, she was safe.
She was safe.
And so was Abora. I felt like maybe Abora and Victoria could have switched. Just because Abora, I feel like she didn't hit the rocker look on her floor show look. But it was still great. She definitely had a much better look than Victoria.
And she wasn't the team captain. So
true. Everything
that happened on stage, bottom line, was the team captain's decision.
Okay.
Obviously, they had input. And we did what we did. The team captain believed in what we did, and we were in the bottom for it. So she deserved to be in the bottom.
Okay.
Do I feel like I should have been in the bottom? No.
Why not?
Because I felt like I did what I was asked to do as a team member. I did it to the fullest. I performed the shit out of that song. And I mean, my costume was intact when I was done.
Ooh, what do you mean?
2 people's costumes ripped. Mine didn't.
Ooh.
2 people had on the same face in the floor show and in the performance. I didn't. There's just a lack of effort there that is not being acknowledged nor seen. Which is why I feel like I shouldn't have been in the bottom.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you were in the bottom.
I was.
Sadly. And your extermination challenge was to get a tacky ass tattoo, and you got a Dragula tattoo with a lipstick on your thigh. What was going through your mind just getting that tattoo?
That I was gonna have Dragula on my body for the rest of my life.
The rest of your life, girl.
It's kind of surreal, only because literally last year I watched the first season, and I was puzzled as to why I wasn't on the first season. And I mean, obviously they handpicked the girls. So this time we got to audition, and I was on the second season. And I feel like this is me. This is what I do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a pageant queen trying to be edgy, but this is just what I do. I can't help that I'm pretty. I can't help that. It's cool that, to me, that I essentially have been branded and inducted into the Dragula Hall of Fame. I am a Dragula girl. Regardless if I went home the third episode or not.
You're a Dragula girl.
I am a Dragula girl. So, do I regret anything I did on the show? Absolutely not. I was 100% me from start to finish.
I've known Kendra for about 4 years now.
Yes.
And I've always felt that you're a powerhouse performer. See, just watching you perform, the way you command that stage, and I was so excited to find out that when you were casted on Dragula, I was like, yes, bitch, this bitch is about to fucking kill it. And then you go home third, and I'm like, I'm very sad that you left.
Yeah.
I understand why they sent you over Victoria. Victoria had, she was in the top the prior 2 weeks. So I felt just her track record is a little better than yours. But you are an absolute, like I said, you're a Dragula girl. You're an absolute super monster already in my eyes. You made me proud. You made the House of Gorgeous proud. You made the Inland Empire proud. Pomona proud. And I really can't wait to see where you go from here. And if there's a Dragula All-Stars, bitch, you better fucking come guns blazing.
My leg won't be broke, so I'll be there. I'll be ready.
Girl, I'm so proud of you. Like you said when you were getting the tattoo, you kept yourself 100% Kendra Onixxx.
I did.
Which is what I love. That everything that we saw, you and the boudoir and all your looks, everything was you. You never changed yourself for anybody.
Yeah.
Which was...
Really I wanted to go into this situation being me. Because I didn't want people to see me on YouTube and on TV and be like, who the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want that. I wanted to stay true to the Kendra brand, the House of Gorgeous brand. We're all real. You know what I mean? That's just how we are. I know people say, people that are real don't say they're real all the time, but I do. Bitch, what's good?
Girl, you definitely are real. You kept it real. You kept it yourself. You were great TV. You have a lot of good lines on there. And like I said, I'm just so excited to see what you're going to bring. I love you so much.
Thank you. And we have t-shirts, pins, merch coming.
Prostate ticklers, dildos with Kendra Onixx's face on them. Butt plugs.
Like this.
And I guess just from here on out, like you're not...
I won't have as much insight.
But...
we're still going to continue.
We're still going to continue.
We're going to see this through.
So now we're excited. We're both going into this blind. We don't know what these girls brought for these next challenges. But
I will be featuring my looks for the next challenges on my Instagram.
And I will try to bring some of my basic ass looks for the challenges for these BOUviews. I mean, this to me, this is a rock god.
She has her lightning bolt. And her stones.
My stones and my glitter lip.
Her red,
and
white, and green.
Covering the
for
brand.
Latina pride.
Mom.
See. And, tune in. Keep watching.
Keep watching us. I love reading all your comments. Everything you have to say, good or bad. And
mostly good,
keep watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share us. Do what you got to do. And
Reddit us. I don't know if that's a word.
Reddit us?
Reddit us?
Well, they're going to Reddit you. I'm just your co-host.
The Gia Ferrari, everyone.
Thanks for watching.
One of my best friends. And I'm Kendra Onixxx.
She's here
Loving
to
you
make it
always.
clear.